ladies and gentlemen, my favourite ever piece of marketing music in the world. Imagine them sat in the meeting room going, what shall we use to get people really pumped up about this camera? And the intern in the corner went, did someone say pumped up? I was getting flashbacks to Ibiza. Anyway, EZVIZ. I've done this joke before. I believe it's pronounced EZVIZ. They have sponsored this video and sent me this camera for review, and I'm going to be drawing comparisons quite harshly to one of the best cameras ever made. The Neo Smart camera is ridiculously cheap, and this thing is setting out to take its crown. Will it win? Let's find out. Opinions are like butts. Stupid, and wrong, and smelly, and stupid. That's not how that phrase goes. Opinions are like butts. Everybody has one. I'm not going to give you my opinion, or show you my butt. I am literally going to walk in front of both of these cameras and let you make your own mind up. And for authenticity, I'm going to do it in exactly the same way that I imagine a burglar would burgle a house. I've never actually seen a burglar burgle a house, but I'm assuming it looks like this.
The EZVIZ camera is better.
So I wanted to give the Neo's cam the benefit of the doubt because it performed abysmally the other day, so I'm going to switch it back on. It's armed now. I'm going to arm the EZVIZ, and I'm going to see which one reacts first as I walk through the door. Getting told off by the EZVIZ. There is a notification. EZVIZ has notified me. Shut up! Damn it! I'm gonna leave the room because that's gonna get really annoying. Man, that's poor. When is it gonna show up? I mean, for me, this is one of the critical aspects of an IP cam. If it's not gonna notify you in good time, what's the point? Oh man, that's embarrassing. Jeez. There it is. There it is. That's really poor. Wow. Both cameras do local storage, so if your tinfoil hat is on a little bit too tight and you don't want to do the cloud storage, you don't have to. If you do want the option for cloud storage, here are your options. The cloud storage option for the EZVIZ camera is $2.99 a month for all of these things. I don't remember them. Yeah. The other option is the Neo Smart, which is entirely free. I do like free. I'm a massive cheapskate. But it's only 12 seconds per clip. And if your burglar isn't burglaring at lightning speed, they might not actually do anything illegal during each clip. Neos do a cloud boost option. There's a little rocket ship and everything. For £2.50 a month. And this will give you up to a minute's worth of cloud recording per clip, which is obviously better, but still a million miles away from the EZVIZ solution. Whichever one you go for, they both have a micro SD card slot. This one will take this capacity. This one will take this capacity. This one wins. The Neo Smart camera doesn't do the whole scheduling of motion detection, and it doesn't do the masking off of areas that you're not interested in unless you subscribe to their £2.50 a month service. Is it just me, or is that a bit of a rip? I've never seen a camera system yet that had the ability to do something and they just withheld that unless you paid them a monthly subscription. That seems a bit rude. I get the cloud storage thing, I don't get that. The EZVIZ camera does all of that, but also does attempt to do person detection as well. I have to be completely honest, when I go and stand at the other side of my room, it detects me and goes, "Oh, a human!" And that's fine, I am a human. But if I stand outside of this room and switch on my studio lights, it goes, "Oh, a human!" That's not a human, that's lights. The motion detection is awesome and you aren't going to have a problem with it because you can set the schedules, you can set the areas where there is going to be changes in light and say ignore those. You can do all that good stuff and this is going to serve you really well for its ridiculously low price tag. The Neo Smart Camera, it's a great system and it will work for you, but you're going to have to pay the £2.50 a month if you want those extra features. The EZVIZ app is super easy to use. Basically, if you think something is going to be in a menu, guess where it is? Well, in that menu, obviously. You've got your typical playback menu, which has got your timeline and all that sort of thing. You've got the ability to control the settings for the camera, for things like the IR illumination for night, to toggle that on and off. But you've got some real surprises here too. I have never ever seen a camera that gave you the ability to underexpose portions of an image in case there is a window there. That's bonkers. So if there is a window in your house and the light is streaming through, you can't see that area very well. You can tell the camera, I want you to underexpose that part of the image to give me more detail in that section of the picture. That is mental. The other standout feature that I already mentioned is the ability to set motion detection zones and that sort of thing. All that stuff works really well. This is a nice intuitive app and it's very well featured. The Neo Smart Cameras app is just as easy to use, but is sadly missing those standout features, particularly the ones that they're expecting you to pay a subscription for. Stop it. Stop it. To conclude the app conversation, both apps are super easy to use, unless you're some kind of jelly-brained simpleton, like this guy. So we're going to race them and see which one wins. I won't know until I start editing, so I'll just pretend to be excited at the end. Okay. So show me the box tiny camera.
Okay.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh my god! I can't believe that camera won. If you're a Google Home user, there's no way you're going to want to buy the Neo Smart Cam. Having the ability to load up your feed on your Google device is kind of imperative to me. And again, that's another reason that EZVIZ camera wins it. So we've talked a little bit already about some of the issues with the Neo Smart Camera. You're probably wondering, is there anything wrong with this? Well, I've seen one review say that it gets hot when you are using it for any kind of length of time. So, I mean, I think that might be... I'm kidding, it doesn't get hot at all. It gets as hot as probably my Nvidia Shield does when it's in use. If you're not used to electronics, you might think that that is hot, but it's not exactly burning my skin. That's a normal temperature for a Wi-Fi device. The only thing I would like to see as an improvement would be the ability to arm the cameras using She That Should Not Be Named and Google Home, so you could speak to it as you leave the house to ask it to arm. And maybe having geofencing so that it will arm as you leave the house. That is the one other advantage that the Neo Smart Cam has over this, is that it does have that feature. What? The Neo's fanboys are gonna hate me, but unfortunately I have to crown a new winner in the budget camera range, and it's this one. Lower the crown. And I know I'm gonna get beaten up in the comments section. I think it's because people are mental. But unfortunately, even if you are mental, you can't argue with these pictures. For me, this is too much of a compromise. The frame rate is too low, and you're probably not going to know who that face is. More to the point though, the notification delay is so bad, the burglar will have robbed my house by the time I've got my phone out of my pocket. I'm not saying it's not a good camera, it really is. For £25, it's incredible. But if you're in the United States of America right now, the EZVIZ camera is the same price. That's ridiculous. Buy one immediately because it is so well featured and it is such good quality. If you're in the UK, it's a little bit more expensive, but I honestly think it's worth the extra spend. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. It would tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These amazing people here are my patrons from Patreon, and without them, I would not be making these videos. If you want to be one of these guys, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will flipping well love you forever. These are my social medias, my Facebooks, my Twitters, and my Instagrams. You can come and hang out there and we can be best friends. I'll see you next time. You might not actually catch them doing anything. Start again. When it comes for motion detection, comes for motion detection. I can't make sentences. If you're an American, you might be going, "Oh, hit it, boy, I can't do an American accent. You might be saying, I have to crown a new winner when it comes to burping really obnoxiously.